Hello and welcome to another episode of the Two Pairs of Glasses podcast. Yes, it's actually gotten to the point where I'm calling it under a different name.
Because that's the official name at this point. How many episodes has he done with us in person? One. I'm pretty sure it was only one.
Yeah,
I
it
still
is.
have my headphones on my neck every single time, except for the school picture day. I think that was the only time I didn't have my headphones around my neck while recording. I
Inter-
always do.
Interesting observation. Anyways, I am the front man of Giant Globs of Dough, Xavier Brandt, and by my side is the front man of Internet Cheese, Christian Hudson.
Why are you always so accurate when you do those? That's so stupid. I hate you, man. Oh my gosh.
I just got these names from my chemistry teacher. We were watching videos in his class. Internet Cheese, we literally just watched the video in his class, and the guy in the video literally called it Internet Cheese. So, yeah, my chemistry teacher was like, kind of sounds like the name of a band.
Yeah, maybe. I'm actually making a
Yeah.
band called that right now.
The other name he got was like one of the students from Principles of Food or some other class or something. Taught by the same teacher, but who cares?
Yeah.
One day sent him some food, like a cookie, a snickerdoodle, I think, and then they screwed up the recipe and like he was like, so this is all just like giant globs of dough.
I mean,
That kind of sounds like a name of a band.
Giant Clouds of Dough. I would listen to a band. I don't even know what. I can't even. Sometimes when you listen to the name of a band, you could tell what genre of music, or at least what kind of genres it might be. But listening to that, I'm not sure if I could tell. Giant Clouds of Dough.
Maybe one day they'll collaborate with Internet Cheese.
Yeah, I'm hoping, bro. That sounds like the best music ever. One's Christian and one's metal. We're gonna get Christian metal here. Internet Cheese is the metal, obviously, and Giant Globs of Dough is just a Christian band. What kind of Christian band name is that? That's oh, by the way, my name's Christian. I love making Christian band jokes or like Christian Minecraft server jokes because my name's Christian. Every time someone does anything in my server, it doesn't have to be like something bad. I could just say, "Hey, be careful. You're in Christian's Minecraft server instead of a Christian Minecraft server." Dude, I haven't actually had a server in a long time. Me and my one friend, we were just talking about that. Because we were talking about a world that we had a long, long time ago on the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft. Which we called it Friend City because we were like, I don't know, it was like 2014 maybe 2015. It was a long time ago we had this world, and I don't know. I don't remember anything about the world. I just remember building giant statues of Phineas, Ferb, and Perry the Platypus. A platypus. Perry. No. It was just really fun. Gosh darn it. I hate this thing. Technology hates me because I love technology. Technology is my life, and it's like you're a little clingy, dude. You might wanna calm down a second. Every time I try and technology in here, that one hate that that microphone cuts out. One of these cameras, probably the one that's on me right now, always just doesn't like to work. You spent a long time in editing on our most recent episode, trying to put that in manually because it doesn't want to work properly. And I huge props to you, a lot of respect to you because that took quite a while, a lot more editing than it needed to. But I got to give you so much credit for that one. You're gonna go somewhere one day, man. Honestly.
I mean, thanks to the fact that I have headphones now for editing.
Yeah. We because a little more slander real quick. The classroom that we're in is like always quite loud when editing. I appreciate them like trying to communicate with each other when they're editing and stuff, but sometimes they're just loud because they are and they're not even talking about their editing or something, and it's like a little distracting for us. So I brought in a headphone jack splitter. Believe it or not, this exists, a 5 headphone jack splitter. Currently, we only need 2. Guess why? Hello. But it works still, even though it looks really damaged. And I'm glad it works because we get to sit there and edit. And with headphones, we figured out that the audio was actually only in one ear. We did not know that until we put on headphones. And
Yeah.
you're deaf in one ear, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm deaf in my left ear.
Your left ear. And the audio was
So-
only in the left, so it seemed like it was mostly in the left. So it was like really quiet for you, wasn't it? So you were like, "Why is it so quiet?" And I'm like, "Why is it only in the left ear?" But no, it's fixed now. Hey, we may not be the best, and a particular member may not always be here, but we like to put a lot of effort into our editing when we can. We'd like to make jokes and everything in editing too, especially in the credits. This guy, he does all the credits. In fact, I don't know if you do have this, but if you don't, you need to add at the top of the credits by Xavier Brandt, because that like you do the credits every time, and it's always so fun because you come up with like different jokes and gags for people to read, even though it like goes by really quickly anyways. But hey, you gonna stay? I think it's gonna say,
Stay, guy. Stay, dog. Stay.
"Be a good boy now." That
Sit, Ubu. Sit. Good dog.
that did not sound. My voice was too deep and seductive to say, "Be a good boy." I did not like that. The moment I heard it, everything just hurt. Someone's gonna take that out of context. Thank God we have no fans. Actually, we have 14. Last I checked, 14 subscribers. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Let's see how fast my data is, because school Wi-Fi isn't fast enough. So I'm gonna turn on my data real quick and turn off the Wi-Fi. I always turn off Wi-Fi so data can run better. Okay, I'm going to YouTube. I'm gonna check our subscriber. I hope my volume's down, because I know it's gonna automatically go to YouTube Shorts. Because it's just like that. 3 Pairs of Glasses podcast. We have 15. Oh, look at us. We're just better. We're built different. Look at us. The view count is 24,884 from episode 1 to 4. So it's gradually going down. We don't have fans, but somehow we're still gaining subscribers. Because, I don't know, because we're just built different like that, I guess. Maybe it's because, Elijah was actually in the first episode. I'm just saying. That one did a lot better when there was actually 3 pairs of glasses in the 3 Pairs of Glasses podcast. I'm just saying. Elijah, come back to us. I swear to God. That man is getting married soon. And he's over here sitting around on his butt, not doing anything for this podcast, and he's getting married soon. I'm proud of him, don't get me wrong, but like, come on, man. You can't do this to us. I'm so proud of him. I am proud of him, but still.
It'll be extremely amazing if he actually does nothing and sits on his.
Yeah.
That's sound effect 7.
Dude, sound effects 7, dude. That's the best. That's just gonna be like, even if we never use it, honestly, just the term sound effects 7 is just gonna be like an inside joke between us and our fans, but mostly us, because we don't have any fans. 15 subscribers though, and 0 plays on our Spotify, right?
Actually 1 for episode 2 and 1 for episode 3. Last time I checked.
Okay, that's pretty good. And let me check the Instagram real quick. I'm just checking all of our social medias. You should check out all of our social medias, actually. Let's see.
And also something I was going to say earlier. Things you can say to your dog, but not your girlfriend.
I don't know.
Don't go too hard because we're still in a school here.
That's interesting. We have 9 followers on our Instagram. We are better. Can't Run By You, of course, and is starring. That is amazing. Elijah and me. Well, you can get rid of Elijah, I think. No, don't get rid of Elijah. He'll be here one day after he's married and had 8 kids. Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there. Don't worry. I swear. Okay, let me turn off my data. I have limited data.
A magic console. Will Elijah ever be here? Maybe someday.
No. Okay.
That's what it should be. But in reality, can I have Elijah on my podcast? No.
Can I please have Elijah on my podcast? Screw off. That gets really loud when I'm really close.
Agreed.
Yes, of course. I shouldn't have touched the microphone because now it's not going to stay, is it? me. This thing is just gonna put me in the face. If it was like 2 degrees more, because it's kind of. I think the reason is because it's at a slant. That's why it's falling. If it was 2 degrees more, every time I pushed it back, it would just me in the face. But hey, my face is still looking pretty good right now, isn't it? And yours too. You're looking pretty good. You always look pretty good. You have nice glasses, by the way. We have the same pairs of glasses, and Elijah's just the loser. That's why he's not here. He's just upset that our glasses are so much better than his in a podcast called Three Pairs of Glasses. I get it now. He's just self-conscious. He did go to the eye doctor. You think
Last week.
I think he even said because he needed to get new glasses. Let me check that text. I gotta check that now. Oh, I'm checking everything. Oh, I'm checking the entirety of the. Oh my gosh.
I'm confused. Is he even in like he's? We never even checked to see if he's like in the voice channel. He's not in the voice channel though, even though he's active, which is like
that's interesting. It does say it right there. That's a curse word, so I'm not gonna let the camera see it. But if you look closely over here, I zoomed in. You could see where it says that he needed to get new glasses. So maybe he was getting new glasses. Oh, that's a bit okay. I don't want to zoom in that much. I opened my text, and the last thing I had open was a picture that my mom sent me, which was like of me and a friend doing this pose. We're gonna have that on screen, by the way, because that's not related to anything we're ever doing, but it was there, so everyone gets to see that. And we also, in that picture, there is a particular person that may or may not one day maybe be in this podcast for an interview. He said he might be interested in doing that. So, you know what? Look forward to that. The guy being in the podcast in, give or take, 3,000 years. I don't know. We had a podcast, me and him. I said I never did a podcast. I don't know if I said that in the first episode or like the practice episode that we did. But I never did a podcast before this. I said that. At least. But before this, I did a mini podcast. We did like 2-hour-long episodes of both of which were about Minecraft. One was like, if you could add one feature to Minecraft, what would it be? I don't remember what the other one was, but they were both about Minecraft. But honestly, neither one of us kept up with that. The podcast was called Freezer Burn. I do believe I did explain this at some point, so I'm not going to get into too much detail. But it was called Freezer Burn, and we had like our own little nicknames. Because I love fire, I was Dreamy Fires, and he loves like ice and water, so he was Icy Desires, I think. So like every time we started the podcast, we were like, "Welcome back to another episode of Freezer Burn." He's Icy Desires, and then and he's Dreamy Fires, and it's like really stupid. we did like the like really monotone ASMR type voice the entire podcast, and then as soon as we stopped, because we streamed it, we didn't record it, but as soon as we stopped streaming, we're like, "All right, dude, I'm gonna go to bed," because we recorded at like midnight on Saturdays. I say Saturdays like we do that like a bunch of Saturdays. We did that twice. we were supposed to do it every Saturday and Sunday. So I think we did it 1 week, not two. 1 week, not two. But it was so stupid. Just how excited we were for that podcast every time we recorded it. The 2 times that we recorded it, and then we were both like, no. We were even gonna make a logo at some point. And by we, I mean me, because I love to make logos. I made our logo. I think I did a pretty good job. That's not just my opinion. I think you think that too. I think Elijah thinks that too. I made our intro. I'm just like fond of that light art type stuff because it doesn't require a lot of drawing. Actually, for me, it didn't require any drawing because I just like put stuff together and made it look pretty good. But sometimes logos require drawing. Like once for economy class, I drew a logo for, we were making a product or a company or something for economy class, and I decided to go for an antivirus. So I made like a logo for it and everything, and it was like really cool, and it became an inside joke between me and that friend in the photo actually. And we, for like a month, we just randomly say, like every time our computer had a slight issue, we'd be like, "Do you have Dead Surfer antivirus?" Like, that was the name of it, Dead Surfer. Not Dead Server. He kept saying that one, which is understandable. But it's Dead Surfer, which is weird because the logo didn't have anything to do with, like, a surfer. But, like, you surf the web is what I was going with. It was like the logo was like a skull that had, like, wires coming out of its teeth. it had like a lock on its nose part of like, you know how like a skull, there's like the line in the nose part right there, in between the like this upside down heart shape. That's where the lock was, and then yeah, it had like a cybernetic wiring on its head or something. I don't know. It was kind of cool, but I don't know. I just like drawing logos. I guess
Hmm.
I did that when I was a kid too. I just make random logos for my friends and I'd be like, hey, what's your username? And they're like blah blah blah. And so I made a logo for that in like 5 minutes. I was like, here's your logo, and they're like, wow, that's so cool. You're gonna be a graphic designer? And I was like, no, I'm not that good. And then here I am now. My mom's always like, you got to be a graphic designer. You're pretty good at that stuff, because I have gotten better. Um, I'm I would actually no, I wouldn't honestly. I'd say I would show people in editing the logos that I probably made when I was a kid, but A, I probably don't have access to them, or I can't get them anymore, and B, honestly, I'd be too embarrassed. um, but still, I enjoy that type of thing. I like logos.
And of course, you're going to have to make a new intro and new logos because
And 2 pairs of glasses. Yay! Woohoo! So fun.
And as you can tell, this is why we've gone like 16 minutes without talking about what the topic is supposed to be. Because we have nothing.
We don't have a topic. We were supposed to have a topic for an episode, but hey, guess what? We only want to do that topic when somebody is here. So we're just I came up with backup topic after backup topic after backup topic, and I've gotten to a point where right now I'm really tired and I couldn't think of one. So we just hit record and was like, okay, welcome to the episode. What are we talking about? Everything. Yes.
We're just like Disc Only. We're a podcast about nothing.
Absolutely, dude. I'm down. just sit me in front of a camera and tell me to talk about literally anything for 20 minutes, and I'd call that a day. Also, you say 16 minutes?
Yeah, 16 minutes.
We're already almost done. Hey, would you look at that? Dude, we don't need Elijah, obviously.
Like
I swear to God.
like 17 minutes now when we cut this down, but like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta hit the Quaker Sam appreciation, don't you?
Are the lights on this thing dead or something?
They're on. They're just like dim. I'm sure if the lights were out, it'll look a lot brighter, honestly.
Who dimmed the stuff?
Is there a brightness option on that?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Interesting. Maybe there's a remote though, because there is the black sensor. I'm assuming that's for where a remote would be, but I don't know where the remote would be, if it's even in here. Honestly, I'm gonna be randomly back here with my microphone. That'd be stupid. I don't actually see where that remote would be if there was one. Honestly. So how about that airline food? Am I right? I heard from a YouTuber that there's this thing on airlines, quite literally called a bland meal. I'm sure there's someone out there that knows exactly who I'm talking about that said that. I'm not going to say names just because I don't want to get any big names said on our small podcast. I don't know why. I just always wanted to avoid big names to just avoid trying to use their name. I obviously am not using their name for clout, but I'm not going to say their name anyways. But it was funny because, I don't know. Also, I'd never flown before. I've never had the opportunity or need to, but I've never flown. Have you ever flown anywhere?
I have never flown before.
Do you want to fly?
No.
We were
In a quite contrast, I have like a best friend who like loves flying. Her dad's in like works for an airline. It's amazing how different we are, yet we also have a lot of common.
Yeah, that's you know what, they say opposites attract, but if two people are perfectly opposite, it's not that good. But also, if they're perfectly the same, it's pretty horrible too. So you got to get that balance of difference and same. Personally, not necessarily like a commercial airline, but I wanna not necessarily be a pilot either. I just want to fly a plane, like a stunt plane or something, just because I want to be able to do that. That seems like fun, especially every time I play a game that has planes. From anything from like Crash Bandicoot to GTA 5, anything that has planes is just kind of fun to me. I love planes. Planes are just cool in general. I don't know why. Flying, humans have been wanting to do that for like millions of years. Maybe not millions of years. We've only existed for 300,000, so that's crazy. Think about that. The entire universe is like is 13 billion. Is that the universe or is that our galaxy? I don't remember. But anyways, it's billions and billions of years old, and we haven't even existed for a million. That is crazy to think about sometimes.
Hmm.
We've hardly existed. Like, so, it was Neil deGrasse Tyson. He put like the entire span of the universe's existence on a calendar, and said if this was the calendar, we humans have only existed for like the last second of all 365 days, essentially. And that is a really good way to put into perspective how little we've actually existed in this entire universe.
Mm.
It's crazy. Earth has only been around for a couple billion years, I think, too, or maybe like million. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know that stuff. I like space. It's cool, but I don't know that much stuff. I know. The one fact I know about space is that in like the 70s or something, a space station, probably ours, I don't know, or not a space station, a space like center on Earth, got a audio signal that lasted for 72 seconds, and when they tried to check out the direction of the sound, it was just a tunnel of nothingness into space. There's like stars and planets and everything around it, but this particular area of space was just a blank tunnel of nothingness. So they have no idea where that sound came from because there's nothing there. And I find that really cool. Are you?
Hmm.
You're staying, right? Okay, I think it's staying.
Anyways, if you want to know why episode 2 was edited to heck, it was because I was accidentally calling out a certain best friend, the same one. So, yeah. So slight apologies for that. And he is laughing because
Well, because
that-
of October 11th in 2023.
he,
Or yeah,
Yeah.
October 11th.
however, this apology is like this small apology I said is sincere. I wasn't talking about the October 11th one is a different story. Anyways, also, I'm not going to make fun of her, the person, but I do like to one day make fun of a certain YouTuber who is very famous, but yet gets favoritism. Anyways,
We're talking about SS Snapperwolf. I'm not gonna say names just because I don't want to get any big names said on our small podcast.
we're over 20 minutes. Let's just play some bingo or something. Yeah, let's just play some bingo or something. Yeah,
How do we
That's-
play bingo?
I'm pretty sure that's what teenagers do.
Yeah, that's what those youngins do.
Play bingo.
Yeah, well, I like a
Right.
good game of bingo, honestly.
Yeah, we're so young. We're gonna play a round of predictable person bingo while we edit this episode. We'll see you whenever we can see you. Elijah, when are you gonna show up?
I swear to God, I know where you live. I do know where he lives, so you're gonna have to get in this episode, man, before I accidentally blow up your house. We don't joke about that, actually. That's a disclaimer. We don't joke about blowing people's houses up because we actually do it. We don't joke about it.
Okay, let's just get out of here before let's just get out of here before we get to it. Here's the credit roll.